Hi everyone! Today we're going to be continuing looking at numbers to 50. Our star words are count, number, count back and in order. So see how many of those words you can use throughout the lesson. Okay, let's do a power up to warm up those brains. Today's power up asks, make 14 in as many ways as you can. You can see here you only have the numbers 5, 6, 9 and 8. So you're going to have to add some numbers together to make 14. So in a moment I would like you to get a pen and paper and pause the video and see how many ways you can find of making 14. Pause the video now and have a go. Have you found lots of different ways of making 14? Brilliant. Let's see the ways that I found. Here I found 5 plus 9 equals 14. Then I knew to switch the two parts around 5 and 9 to make another number sentence. I managed to get 9 plus 5 equals 14. Then I found 6 plus 8 equals 14. And just like before, I knew if I switched those two numbers around, those two parts around, I could find my last number sentence. 8 plus 6 equals 14. Well done if you got all or any of those number sentences. You did an amazing job. Okay, let's discover today's learning. We'll begin by looking at question 1a. Here it says, which number is the lily pad on? How do you know? So it's talking about our picture here. We can see two children are playing a game and they are moving a frog. Can you see the frog here? And our question is asking us, which number is the lily pad on? So let's see if we can spot where the lily pad is. Can you point to where the lily pad is on the screen? Fantastic. This is a lily pad. We want to know what number is underneath this lily pad. We can start by thinking about what number is the frog on. So if we look at the number before the frog, what number is this? Brilliant. That's the number 29. Can you think of what number comes after 29 so we can find out what number the frog is on? Well done. After 29 comes 30. So, shall we count from 30 to the lily pad to see if we can figure out which number the lily pad is on? Are you ready to count with me? So the frog is on 30, 31, 32. So the lily pad must be on the number 32. Right, let's have a look now at question 1b. The frog jumps back to the pond. What numbers does the frog jump over? So here we can see again that the frog is on number 30 like we discussed before. And he's going to be jumping to the pond over here. So we need to find out what numbers are in between the frog and the pond. Do you think you could tell the person you're with what numbers are in between the frog and the pond? Well done for spotting some of them. Let's see what numbers there are. So the frog is going backwards. So what way are we going to need to count? Are we going to need to count forwards or are we going to need to count backwards? Brilliant. We're going to count backwards and our number is going to get smaller. So if you remember, we discussed before that the frog must be on number 30. So you're ready to count back till we get to the pond? Let's go. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26. Oh, so we know the pond is on 26. But what numbers did we say in between 26 and 30? Amazing. The numbers in between were 29, 28 and 27. So those are the numbers that we needed to jump over to reach the pond. Well done if you got those. Right, Let's look now at this number square. Here we've got the numbers 1 to 50, but some of the numbers are missing. We have to try and figure out which numbers are missing. So let's have a look. Our first number that's missing is here. Talk to the person you're with and tell them what you think we could do to find that missing number. Well done for telling the person you're with. You're right. We could count on to find that missing number. We can choose a point before it and keep counting till we get to that number. I think I'm going to start from the beginning of the line here, from 11. Are you ready to count from 11 with me to try and find the number? Are you ready? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. You're right. That is our first missing number. Now let's look at our next missing number. Here is where our next spot is. What could we do to find this missing number? Tell the person you're with. Fantastic, you're right. We could see the numbers around it and either count on or count back. I think this time I'm just going to look at the number before it. Here is the number 21. So I need to think about what would 1 more than 21 be. Remember, if we're moving this way forwards, the numbers are going to be getting bigger as we're going to be counting on. So let's think, what's going to come after 21? Fantastic, the answer is going to be 22. Great job. Right, let's spot that next missing number. Here I can see is my next gap, and we've got to find out what number is going to go here. Tell the person you're with what we could do to find that missing number. Fantastic. We could count forwards or we could count backwards. Again, I'm going to use the number before it to help me. Here I've got the number 39. So I've got to think what comes after 39. Is what comes after 39 3010? You're right, 3010 is not a number. I'm struggling a bit more with finding 1 more than 39. Is there anything else that I could do to help me find the answer? Well done. I could look at this column here. I'm noticing a little bit of a pattern. Here in this column, it goes 1 0, 2 0, 3 0. What do you think might be in here then? Well done, you're right. I think it might be a 4 and a 0. So what's it called when we have a 4 and a 0? Thank you for reminding me. 40. So I wonder if it's 40 that's our missing number. Let's check. It is 40. Brilliant job. Right, let's look at that final missing number. Here it is. Can you think about what we could do to find this missing number? Well done. We could have a go at counting forwards or counting backwards. I think I'm going to count backwards this time and go this way on my number line. See the numbers getting smaller. If I look at the number just after it, it's the number 44. So I have to think what would come before 44 if I'm counting backwards. 44, 43. Well done. 43, which we write with a 4 and a 3. Thank you for helping me find all of those missing numbers. I think we've got a few more to find again. Let's look at our next question. Here, question 2 asks us, what are the missing numbers? Below, we've got a number track, and we need to find what the missing numbers in our number tracks are. So, we're going to have to figure out if we're counting forwards or backwards, and that will help us find the missing numbers. Let's begin here. Here we've got a few numbers in a row. That will help us know if we're counting forwards or backwards. Let's read them and see which way we're counting. 14, 15, 16. What was happening to the numbers? Were they getting bigger or were they getting smaller? Well done, they were getting bigger, so we must be counting which way, forwards or backwards? Brilliant, we must be counting forwards. So let's continue counting forwards to find the missing number. Are you ready? 14, 15, 16, 17. Amazing, it's 17. Do you know how to write 17? Well done, it's a 1 and a 7. Let's read the whole thing now to make sure. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Do you think that made sense the whole way through? Incredible. Right, let's look at our next one. Here we've got the numbers 21, 22. Then we've got our missing number, and then we've got 24 and 25. What was happening here? Were the numbers getting bigger or were the numbers getting smaller? Well done. The numbers were getting bigger. So we must be counting which way again, forwards or backwards? Brilliant, we're counting forwards again. So let's see if we can continue counting forwards to find that missing number. 21, 22, 23. Fantastic. 23 is our missing number. What or how do we write 23? Fantastic. 23 is written with a 2 and a 3. We could have used the numbers around us to help. There is a bit of a pattern. There's a 2 and a 1, then a 2 and a 2, then a 2 and a 3, then a 2 and a 4, and a 2 and a 5. So that could have helped us to write 23 if we were getting a little bit stuck. Right, let's look at the next one. Here we just have the number 37 on its own. Now, we need a bit more information to help us find out if we're counting forwards or backwards. So we're going to have to look at the next numbers in the track. Are you ready? So we've got 37, then we've got our missing number. We need to find out if it's forwards or backwards. Then we've got 39, 40, another missing number, 42, 43, 44 and 45. If we've got 37 here and 45 here, what's happening? Are the numbers getting bigger or smaller? Well done, they're getting bigger. So what does that mean? If the numbers are getting bigger, are we counting forwards or backwards? Well done, we're counting forwards again. So we need to count forwards to find these numbers. You ready? Let's count forwards. 37, 38. Brilliant. Can you remind me, how do we write 38? Fantastic, we need a 3 and an 8. Right, let's start again and find that next missing number. 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. Well done. How do I write 41? Can you remind me? Brilliant, I need a 4 and a 1. Let's see what our whole number track is. Now we've got all those missing numbers. 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. That makes sense, doesn't it? Okay, let's look at our last number track. So here we've got the number 33. But like I say, on its own, that doesn't really help us to know if we're moving forwards or backwards. We're going to have to use the other numbers as well. So here we've got 33, then we've got 31 and 30. What's happening to the numbers there? Are they getting bigger or are they getting smaller? Well done. Those numbers are getting smaller. So that means, which way do we have to count? Do we have to count forwards or backwards? Well done. This time we're going to be counting backwards because the number's getting smaller. Do you think you can count backwards? Are you ready? 33, 34, 35. Ooh. Have you noticed my mistake? Thank you for telling me. I wasn't counting backwards. I was counting forwards. Silly me. Let's see if we can try that again and remember to go backwards this time. 33, 32, 31. That's more like it. What was that number in the middle here? Fantastic, it was 32. Do you remember how to write 32? Brilliant, it's a 3 and a 2. You might see the numbers going down this time. Got a 3 and a 3, then a 3 and a 2, then a 3 and a 1, and then a 3 and a 0. Let's have a think if we can count backwards to find that last missing number. Remember, this time it's backwards. 33, 32, 31, 30, 29. Fantastic. Here, our answer is 29. Do you know how to write 29? Brilliant. It's a 2 and a 9. Thank you so much for helping me find those missing numbers. Now let's see what your task is. Your task for today is to complete the number tracks here and find the rest of the missing numbers. In a moment, I will show you a completed number grid, and if that helps you to find your missing numbers, you can use that. Your challenge for today is to see if you can help Ben find his way out of the forest. Ben starts here where it says entry, and he's starting on the number 34. He's got to count in order all the way to 45 to find the exit. You can take several paths along the way, but some of them might be wrong. See if you can find the path that will take him whilst counting in the correct order. Here's the number grid to help you answer the questions on the page before. Don't forget to send a picture to your teacher of your amazing work today. Brilliant job. You've done some amazing counting on. I will see you again tomorrow. Bye.